This is how I made a secret hidden shrine for Mike Wazowski for Monsters Inc. and hid it in a public library for people to come find.
That's cool.
So I started off by just getting a bunch of books and then designing Mike Wazowski themed book covers. And I made one romance one called Across My Green Skin and a self-help book called Mike Wazowski's 5 Habits to Help You Build Habits. And then for the rest of them, I just tried to do one Mike Wazowski themed book per genre. And with all the Mike Wazowski books done, I went over and got a scrap piece of steel and brought it over to the milling machine and accidentally flung the Z-axis handle off my machine. And then I used a 3-inch face mill to clean up the surface of the steel, but I ran into a problem where you can see all these little scratches, and I wanted the steel to be smooth. So I tried sanding it, but it just sort of dulled it and the deeper scratches were still there. So eventually the solution was to use this tool called a fly cutter. And a fly cutter is essentially just a spinning knife, and it can't cut very deep, but if you have the right feeds and speeds on your machine, it can leave a really smooth surface finish. So I used the fly cutter to clean up the mill scale on the steel, and then I used an end mill to counterbore holes for socket head cap screws. And then what I was able to just make essentially a really heavy steel shoebox. And with that done, I went into Blender and I designed and then 3D printed out this Gothic cathedral, which was able to slide into the steel box that I made. I also 3D printed out this Mike Wazowski